History is full of surprises. It is a vast collection of stories about real people. Sometimes their lives ended in ways you could never imagine. Ancient Rome was a place of great power and incredible drama, but it was also a place of very strange events. The stories of how some famous Romans died are truly bizarre. They are so strange, they sound like they are from a work of fiction. But these stories are real. They show us that truth can sometimes be much stranger than anything we could make up. We are going to explore some of the most unusual deaths from this fascinating period. Let's start with an emperor. His name was Chrysippus. He was actually a Greek Stoic philosopher. But his story is often told alongside Roman tales because of its sheer oddness. One day he saw a donkey eating his figs. This sight was incredibly funny to him. He found the scene so comical that he couldn't stop laughing. He laughed and laughed with all his might. The joke was just too good. He turned to his slave, still gasping for air between fits of laughter. He shouted an instruction that would become his last. He told his slave to give the donkey some strong, unmixed wine. The idea was to wash down the figs with a drink. The thought of a drunken donkey was the final straw. This new layer of absurdity sent Chrysippus into an unstoppable laughing fit. His body shook violently. He could not catch his breath. The laughter was so intense it was overwhelming him. He was literally dying of laughter. It's a phrase we use casually, but for him it became a shocking reality. A truly unbelievable end. Now let's talk about Tiberius Gracchus. He was a powerful Roman consul and a respected general. He was also a man deeply interested in omens and predictions. In ancient Rome, people believed the gods sent signs to warn them of danger. One day he was preparing for an important consular election. The signs were not good at all. The sacred chickens refused to eat. This was considered a terrible omen. As Tiberius left his house, he stumbled. The fall was so bad that he dislocated his toe. Most people might have turned back. Tiberius, however, was a determined man. He chose to ignore the bad signs and proceed with his duties. Along the way, another strange event occurred. 3 crows were seen cawing from a rooftop. They dislodged a roof tile, which fell and landed directly on Tiberius's head. This was the third and final omen. The blow from the tile was fatal. The irony of his death is striking. He was a man who believed in omens, yet on the one day he chose to ignore them, that very future came to an abrupt end. This next story is perhaps the most shocking of all. It involves Marcus Licinius Crassus. He was one of the wealthiest men in all of Roman history. He was part of the first triumvirate: Julius Caesar, Pompey the Great. Crassus was incredibly ambitious. He craved military glory to match his immense fortune. Crassus led a massive Roman army east in his quest for glory. He planned to conquer Parthia, a powerful empire located in modern-day Iran. The campaign was a disaster from the start. Their heavy legions couldn't handle the enemy's speed. The Romans were lured deep into the desert and crushed at the Battle of Carrhae. Crassus was captured by the victorious Parthians. The Parthians knew of Crassus's famous greed, so they decided to give him what he'd always wanted. According to legend, they executed him in a symbolic way. They poured molten gold down his throat. You thirsted for gold, so now you can drink it. The story spread like wildfire through the Roman world. His golden end served as a stark warning: wealth could not save you. Our final tale is about a man named Pliny the Elder. He was not an emperor or a general, but a famous Roman author and philosopher. He was a man of immense curiosity. He wrote a massive encyclopedia called Natural History, which attempted to collect all the world's knowledge from the stars in the sky to the smallest insects on the ground. In the year 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted. The volcano spewed a colossal cloud of ash, rock, and hot gas. The cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum were directly in its path. Pliny was stationed with the Roman navy nearby at Misenum. When he saw the strange cloud rising from the mountain, his scientific curiosity was immediately sparked. He ordered a ship to be prepared so he could sail closer to the danger, not away from it. While others were fleeing for their lives, Pliny was taking notes. He calmly documented the falling ash and pumice stones. He even tried to rescue some friends who were trapped on the coast. However, the fumes and toxic gases became too thick. While trying to get a better look, the great scholar was overcome by the poisonous air. Pliny the Elder died as he lived, in the pursuit of knowledge. It's an ironic end for a man who dedicated his life to documenting the world. He became part of one of the most significant historical events he could have ever studied. What do you think is the strangest death in history? Share your favorite stories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the past, make sure to follow for more incredible history.